Hello, Snips. Hey everyone, Jeremy here. Welcome to the channel. I am so happy you stopped by today. It is episode 5. It is The Empire Strikes Back of Ahsoka. Wow. Before I get into it though, please remember to hit that like and subscribe. I've seen a lot of growth over the past few episodes, and I appreciate each and every one of you, and I would love for it to continue going. So if you enjoy this video, please remember to hit that subscribe. Also, I do have a Patreon where all these episodes go up in full, so if you'd like to see the full reaction, that is over there. The link is in the description below. To say I've waited like 15 years for this is an understatement. I have always wanted to see those two in live action together, so I am kind of freaking out right now. I am so excited. It's what we all wanted and hoped for from this series, and there was always a heavy rumor that Hayden would appear, so I wasn't totally surprised that we saw him, but I was surprised how we saw him, and now I'm dying. I need to see this episode. I shouldn't even preamble anymore. I should just get right into it. Oh, and I forgot to mention I am sick right now, so I'm going to do my best to edit out all my coughing. Okay. We're not going to wait. I was terrified we were going to skip over this. Please start here. Please go where I think you're going to go. Ah, it's not. Dang it. I was really hoping it was going to cut over to Ahsoka. Ah! Love seeing the ghost and Hera, but we all know why we're here. I love it. Chopper's protecting him. Oh. Wonder who that's referencing.
Anakin. You look the same.
You look old.
Tell me what's going on.
I'm here to finish your training.
It's a little late for that.
Oh my god.
One is never too old to learn, Snips. Live. Or die.
One of the last times we're ever gonna get to see Anakin use his lightsaber in live action. Sorry, that just gets to me. He did this. He did the thing. The twirl. Ooh.
Looks like you don't have much left to offer.
Oh, where did he send her? Oh no! Oh no! Are you?
Forward!
Oh my god, if he's in the armor.
Hurry up, Snips!
Oh my god. Little Ahsoka. Oh my god, we've got Little Ahsoka in live action. And General Anakin.
This is the Clone Wars.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, no kidding.
Master, wait.
Her original green. Oh my god, she was so little. Oh my god. The 5-0 first. Are we gonna see Rex? Are they on Ryloth? There's Rex! Live action Rex!
Come on, Snips.
Oh my god. This is everything. This is everything. I know I'm excited. Well, this is a really sad moment, but I'm freaking the f out right now. Oh my goodness, that shot. That imagery. That imagery, yes. Oh my god, we're on Mandalore. I was sitting here going, she's got the blue saber. Oh my goodness.
We'll secure the perimeter. Come on, let's go.
Oh my goodness, Rex. We're on freaking the siege of Mandalore.
You did well. You're a warrior now, as I trained you to be.
Is that all?
Ahsoka,
that
you will
shot.
be everything I am. All the knowledge I possess. Just as I inherited knowledge from my master, and he from his. We're part of a legacy.
But my part of that legacy is one of death and war.
But you're more than that. Because I'm more than that.
You are more, Anakin. But more powerful and dangerous than anyone realized.
Is that what this is about?
If I am everything you are,
You've learned nothing.
don't say that.
Back to the beginning. I gave you a choice. Live
Ooh.
or die.
Oh. 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 Ooh. Her eyes.
I choose to live.
There's hope for you yet.
Anakin.
I wanted more. I wanted them to have a much longer conversation. Oh wow, it's the first time we've ever seen her without her headband. Or tiara, whatever you would call it.
You might have been lost for good, if not for Jason.
Jason is here.
With his mother and a squadron of X-Wings.
Ahsoka!
Oh, that brings joy. Absolute joy.
I owe you my thanks.
I heard you fighting.
You did?
Yeah, lightsabers. Who are you fighting with?
I forgot about the Purgle. Oh my goodness, are they going to take the Purgle to the other galaxy? girl.
It's just like the stories you told me. How the whales together and the bad guys far, far away.
Yeah, they saved us.
Oh my. There's something about, I love that he's heard the stories. Wow. Oh, if that's not a Star Wars moment, though.
You're certain they know where Sabine was taken?
I have no idea.
What?
No idea. We'll just see where it goes.
It could go anywhere.
I know. That's better than going nowhere.
The hang's awesome.
Hera, I'll find them. I promise. May the Force be with you.
Okay, that was totally an Empire Strikes Back episode. I mean, everything about it reminded me of, not everything, but it reminded me so much of the Empire Strikes Back. You had the old master teaching her. You had, obviously, flying into the mouth of a monster and staying there, as well as the ending, which was, you know, I promise I'll find them. I mean, the straight up Empire. That is such an Empire ending. It was ridiculous, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But we have to talk about why we're all here today. Anakin and Ahsoka in live action together. Oh my. Not only that, but we got the 501st, which we've seen in live action, but we had Rex. We had Rex. Oh my goodness, we had Rex. I am so happy about that. For a split second, I'm going, wait, didn't we see Rex in live action? But we didn't. Episode 3 took place at the same time as the Siege of Mandalore, and Rex was over there. So we actually have never seen Rex, not fully, anyways, in canon. If he showed up in episode 2 somewhere, he was wearing regular grunt armor. We didn't know him yet. Whatever. This is our full-blown Rex reveal here. That is what I'm taking away from this. That was incredible. As well as we had live action Maul supporters. Yeah, you had your Gar Saxon types in their horned armor and stuff in live action. We have that in live action now. That is incredible. But before I just go all over the place with this, I'm just going to kind of break down my thoughts from beginning to end of all the, Anakin shenanigans. I'll be honest, I am struggling with the lesson he was trying to teach her. Kind of feel like it was a lesson about letting go and dwelling. That he was trying to teach her that you keep holding on to things when you need to just keep fighting. You need to just keep going. And fighting isn't always physical. It isn't always about destroying your enemy. Because Anakin did keep trying to hammer home acceptance, which is exactly where we are with the first flashback, which was, I lost it. I lost it. I loved it so much that we saw little Ahsoka, like 13-year-old, 14-year-old Ahsoka, which shout out to Anakin's General Anakin Skywalker armor. In live action version. Oh, it looks so good. So good. My goodness, in the cartoon, you never knew if it could totally work in live action. Seeing it in live action, it worked fantastically. But in that scene, his lesson to her was about letting go of the fact that you're going to make mistakes, letting go of the fact that things are going to happen that you cannot control. And that was a big part of that. So that makes me think that, okay, he's trying to teach her once again, she needs to let go. But she needs to let go and keep fighting. Let go of the stuff you can't control or the mistakes that you've made, and keep fighting. Keep going is what he's really saying. It's not fighting as in physical, it's keep going. And of course, then we went to the Siege of Mandalore and then into the Dark Anakin fight, which I already mentioned in the Siege of Mandalore. So just jumping into the Dark Anakin fight. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The whole him walking through the smoke, I was already happy with that. I was already losing my mind with just seeing him walk through the smoke, red lightsaber. It was kind of billowing around him, almost making the Vader-esque shape, and you could hear the breathing. And then occasionally it would just flash to Vader. which their duels were fantastic. Oh my goodness, they were so good. And her fighting Dark Anakin, not Vader. We saw her fight Vader in Rebels. Seeing her fight Dark Anakin so she could look him in the eye the entire time, that had a different feel to it. That hurt and was awesome at the same time. She struggled with seeing that side of Anakin again. I think it's something she'll always struggle with seeing, is because it's him. But that was also a lesson as well. She hates what Anakin became, which she blames herself for. And that's a part of that letting go. At the end of the day, she finally had her chance to destroy the thing Anakin became, and she didn't. She let go and chose to live. I think this is going to go over a lot of people's heads, and I hope I'm in the right ballpark, because they really did not explain this, but I'm kind of feeling like this is the lesson they wanted her to learn. That is not to say this episode wasn't without flaws. I've got to point out one thing that bugged me. I was fine with the young actress they picked to play Ahsoka in the first flashback, but when they continued to use her in the second flashback, that was a little jarring for me. That actually took me out of the scene, because she does look so young. I mean, Ahsoka was, I know canonically she's supposed to be like 17 or something like that when that happened. I completely headcanon the timeline of Star Wars different than what they do, because I don't like the timeline. I don't like that the Clone Wars were only supposed to be like 3 years. That's, yeah, I'm just not a fan of that. So I always headcanon it as about 5 years. But even tossing that aside, 14-year-old Ahsoka versus 17-year-old Ahsoka, you change a lot in that amount of time. She still looked 13 in that. It really took me out of it. They should have gotten a different actress, someone who looked older, someone who looked more mature. Now, granted, technically we were just all in flashback. It was kind of a vision of sorts, timeline and age-wise. It didn't match up because it was all kind of in Ahsoka's head. It was all a vision. I can accept it on that premise. She did not look like the young woman that left the Jedi Order and took on Darth Maul. I would call this a nitpick if it wasn't bothering me. That's what kills me, is I have been dying to see that in live action for so long now. I absolutely love the finale. It is one of my favorite things in all of Star Wars. But yeah, picking that young of an actress and not aging her up. They really didn't age her up at all, and they really couldn't. Even the way she was, her height, her age, everything against Anakin, just, it didn't fit for me. But again, in the first flashback, fit perfectly to me. I was like, oh no, that is 100% little Ahsoka, and that works. That is awesome. But then, yeah, I didn't like they used the same actress in the second scene. But otherwise, it was a fantastic scene. I do wish we would have gotten some more humor in it. I know Ahsoka was going through some stuff, so it was hard to have that. But you did get a little bit of the, you know, the little jokier side of Anakin, even though it fell on deaf ears because Ahsoka was having none of it. That also takes me to something, though. Hayden has never been better as Anakin than he was in these scenes. I have said this about Sabine earlier in the series, where I said I could not differentiate between Sabine, the animated, versus the live action. I cannot differentiate between the two. The actress is so good in the role that it feels like just these are the same character. They are a natural progression. In my mind's eye, I see both. When I watch Rebels now, I'm gonna see the live action version and vice versa. They are just perfect. The same thing happened to me here. The exact same thing happened to me with Anakin. That he fit so perfectly with how we saw Anakin in the Clone Wars, or at least I saw Anakin in the Clone Wars, as well as the live action version. And he was kind of an amalgamation of the two, because we had a more jovial, a more swashbuckling Anakin in the Clone Wars, while we had a more dour Anakin in the movies. This was a hybrid of the two, and it was almost perfect to me. Like I said, I wish we would have gotten a little more jovial scenes, but I think that was more due to Ahsoka than to him. And also, you got to take into account the Anakin we were seeing throughout this was the actual Anakin, not a flashback Anakin. It was the actual Anakin who was Darth Vader, who still has that darkness, who knows that darkness, I should say. which fundamentally changed him, obviously. So he wouldn't be that exact same Anakin from the Clone Wars. But nor would he be the exact same Anakin from the movies. And he was this nice amalgamation. And I just loved it. It was so perfect to me because it did fit with the Clone Wars Anakin. It fit with the movie Anakin. And it fit with an Anakin that would have gone through what he saw as Vader. I just loved it. I cannot speak highly enough of how well he was handled, how well he was acted, and even the makeup effects. Last week I wasn't crazy about the makeup or digital de-aging, whatever. It looked a little wonky to me. Looked great this week. I feel like they didn't do much. Feel like, which you don't have to. Hayden looks amazing. He's freaking aging like fine wine. It's unreal. But yeah, an absolute highlight of the episode for me. Absolute and total. Oh, I could talk about this forever. Oh, no great segue for this. Just gotta give a nice shout out to Jason Sindula, Force sensitive. Love it. Love it. We all assumed he was. He's Kanan's son. But seeing how attuned to the Force he is, that brought a smile to my face. That is what I wanted to see. I love it so much. Oh, also, quick prediction. Jason Sindula will appear in the Rey movie. Maybe a smuggler, maybe a pilot, taken after mom and dad. Yeah, I'm tired of everybody saying that, oh, if they're Jedi, they all died at Luke's temple. Not everybody went to the temple, and some could have been on vacation. They could have had a school field trip that day. You never know. But anyway, what did you think of this episode? Leave your comments below. Were you as thrilled with Anakin as I was, or at least his portrayal? What was your favorite moment of the flashbacks? Where do you think Ahsoka is going to end up next week? Whatever your thoughts, leave them in the comments below. Like I mentioned up top, please remember to hit that like and subscribe. And as always, please take care of yourselves and please take care of each other. Thank you so much for watching.